Welcome back to the BigSin podcast, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Sinji. Over there is Big Tone, another host. And Ray All Day, still here.
Yeah,
still
man.
A guest.
I'm in it. Minute to win it.
And we already previously committed to a Scooby-Doo part.
Yes.
And then going down the list of Scooby-Doo movies, they're hard to remember. There's so many of them.
Yeah.
There were so many of
Scooby-Doo
them.
was pumping out that product, bro. I
think they had a movie like every year since they started making movies.
And the only Scooby-Doo movies I remember watching is Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost.
Is that the one with the band, the ladies in the band?
Yeah.
I remember that one.
Yeah. Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island, which I actually watched before we did the first episode of the podcast, and the live-action Scooby-Doo movie.
I was about to say, how do we like the live-action Scooby movies?
As much as I like to say, like, I generally don't like live-action adaptations of things. Live-action Scooby-Doo's lit.
Okay, so let's start with the first live-action
I
movie.
only see the first one, and I don't remember anything from it. I just remember...
Okay, so recap of the first one.
The only thing that I can remember is they were at some resort or whatever, and it was like something was taking over their minds or some shit.
No, I think that's the second one.
No, it was the first one. I've never seen the second one.
I don't think that's the first one.
Sorry. That's why we have computers.
Yo, let's.
That's why we have a podcast, so we can just...
Let's settle this, bro.
Alright, so while they look this stuff up, I would generally like to say, even though I don't remember a whole hell of a lot about a lot of the episodes of Scooby-Doo, I genuinely love the show because, one, I think Scooby-Doo has, like, the greatest theme song ever for a cartoon. And number two, all their sound effects were just amazing. I don't know why. But, like, when I was, like, really little, I just, like, really enjoyed the sound effects for Scooby-Doo. And the little music they had in the background and everything. And then as I got older, you see all, like, the subtleties with the, you know, Shaggy's always high and he's feeding his dog. I don't understand. That boy was straight up eating dog food. It was crazy. Scooby-Doo's a good time.
Yep, I was right. The first one, a demon possesses...
A demon?
Possesses Fred and Velma and the other tourists.
Wow, the one I'm thinking of is number 2?
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
Plus one big toe.
Ooh.
Hey, man, when you know, you know.
Rated 5 out of 10. What was the one? Tony?
Rated 5 out of 10. You ain't gotta put him down like that. Damn.
Also rated 5 out of 10.
Scooby-Doo's a legend. They gotta put some respect on his name.
No, that's a good movie. I liked it.
Now, when it comes to Scooby-Doo, I don't watch any of the new... cartoons, like anything from the 2000s, I don't watch.
I liked 2 Scooby-Doo shows. I liked the original Scooby-Doo, and I liked the... What's a pup named Scooby-Doo?
I did like
Red Herring! I love that. I love
always
the pup
Red
named
Herring.
Scooby-Doo. Yeah,
Always.
I did like Pup Named Scooby-Doo. I did like the original Scooby-Doo.
Mm-hmm.
I like when they had the guest appearances from like actors, actresses.
Oh yeah.
My favorite episode of Scooby-Doo of all time is Scooby-Doo meets Batman and Robin.
I love those.
Yeah.
They had a special theme and everything.
There
was more than one episode.
I had the one episode on VHS, and I played it so much the tape popped.
Damn.
I love that episode so much.
I think my favorite guest star on Scooby-Doo, just because I remember it, just when you said guest star, the one they did with like the Globetrotters.
Yep.
I love that episode. That episode was awesome.
That episode was awesome.
My favorite episode has to be the one with Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's been so long since I've watched these Scooby-Doo shows. I don't remember them. I just remember watching them as a kid. You know, when I got to high school, I didn't watch a whole lot of TV. I mean, we went to the movies all the time, but you know, between going to school, playing basketball, and then working, I never really had the time.
Right.
So I kind of stopped watching TV back then.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I feel like I completely stopped watching TV at a certain point.
Yeah.
let's start recalling some movies and try to stay somewhat true to what we were saying. So, the first Scooby-Doo movie that you have proved me wrong on, the live action one. Thoughts and comments on that movie? You don't remember it too much, right?
I don't remember too much, but I do know because I was such a huge Scooby-Doo fan. I liked it. You know what I mean? Like,
now, do you remember who was taking control of everyone's minds?
I do not.
Yeah.
I'll
I'll let you guess. You know who the character is. While he's thinking.
I want
You
to
don't
change.
remember?
I want to change my mind about the guest appearance because I just remembered another one, and I love the episode. The episode with Johnny Bravo.
That was a good episode.
Yeah.
That's a newer one I never.
That one was hilarious because Johnny Bravo just as a character is hilarious, and yeah, that episode was really good. The Globetrotters episode was awesome though, and I don't remember who it was.
You don't remember who it was either?
I don't remember who
Oh
it
my
was.
god, I'll give you guys a guess. It wasn't Red Herring.
Oh, well, that doesn't help at all.
That's about as helpful as the hit I was expecting, honestly though. Red herring.
No?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay, so it was Scrappy Doo.
Oh yeah, and then he got really muscular and stuff. Yeah.
That's
Oh my
right.
god.
That's because when Scrappy Doo was first introduced in the cartoons, nobody liked him.
Yeah.
Do we remember why he was a villain in that movie?
I don't remember.
My
So like in the
God.
cutscene, they were in the car and they were driving, and like Scrappy started pissing over everything, and then he just kicked him out the van and drove off. Which I thought was fucked up.
That's brutal.
I thought it was fucked up. Like it's supposed to be his nephew, and they just left him in the middle of nowhere and drove off.
Scooby was high. He didn't have a say in this.
Oh my god! I don't remember. See, now I gotta go back and watch that movie.
I do too, because I'm like, damn, they straight up did him like that. They just kicked him out of the
Yo,
van.
they just kicked him out the van and dipped. And like that began his turning point on like the.
It makes me sympathize with Scrappy Doo.
And like I remember, I think the plot of this movie was like, if I'm not mistaken, they were broken up at this point.
Yep.
And they all got the invitation to the island to solve the mystery, and they all wanted to do it by themselves.
Yeah.
And they went to the island. Scrappy got them all together.
Damn.
I think the funniest part of
He
that movie,
jogged
and
my
like,
memory, 'cause
I'm mad you guys don't remember, because like the funniest part of that movie was like Scrappy was all beefed up and a
Yeah.
monster. He was roiding out, getting snot everywhere, and
Yeah.
like he picked up Scooby, and like Scooby's just like, "Bat Scrappy, no!" and flicked him on the nose, and he was just like, "Ah!"
I don't remember that, man. You talking about that movie came out in 2003.
Yeah.
And that was probably, I bought it on DVD. Probably the last time I watched it was 2004. You're talking about 16 years ago.
Yeah, that's probably. It's when I watched it when it came out.
Oh my god!
Because
Yeah.
I actually seen that movie in theaters. We went and saw that movie in theaters, and then I remember buying a DVD. I saw it one time on DVD, and I haven't watched it since.
Damn, dude. I'm like, he jogged my memory. Like, it all came back to me. I was like, wow, yeah, that was that movie.
I will say that the girl that played Velma in that movie is fine as hell.
Oh my god!
I don't know what she looks like today, but back then, boy, she can get all this.
Velma be thick, bro. You see pictures of
Dumb
Velma
thick.
on the
Dumb thick.
Velma be thick.
I would love to. Never mind. My wife might see this.
I'd love to give her my Scooby snack.
You know what fuck I'm gonna say? I would love to coat them glasses. Nah, man.
Johnny
So-
Bravo wanted to.
You didn't see the sequel to that movie?
I did not.
Did you see the sequel to that movie?
If I did, I can't remember.
I don't even.
Okay,
I probably did.
Let me see if I can jog some memories. The sequel to that movie was the movie where all of their former villains came to life.
Stop right there, because now I want to see it.
Oh.
Just stop right there.
Okay, all right. So new movie.
Stop right there, because now I want to see it. Like I for some reason I had no desire to see it back then.
It was such a good movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna
all of
check that
them,
out. I'm
all
gonna
of
check
them
that
from the
out.
cartoon.
Yeah, I gotta check that out.
All right, bet.
And you know what? And this has been bothering me. So the comedy section, right? I can't believe.
You mean the baby section?
Sure. I can't believe that I left these movies out of my top 5. Ghostbusters.
I didn't see Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters is a classic.
The first two, they're classic. They're perfect.
Perfect.
I can't believe I forgot about those.
I never
But you
get
suck.
I never get.
It's-
I never get tired of that freaking song. I swear to you.
Never.
I never.
The Who's Gonna Call?
Anytime I hear the Ghostbusters theme song, bro, it's a jam.
I don't know the theme song, but I don't want to get copyrighted on another episode.
I love that theme song.
Yeah, the Ghostbusters theme song, the Bobby Brown one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Absolutely.
That one I love, and another theme song that I liked was I might get clown for this. Vanilla Ice Ninja Rap. I did like that.
Anyways, okay.
Oh, and also
I like a lot of bad music. It's okay.
from the first movie, Turtle Power. Love that song too. At least I think it was from the first one.
What were your other? Well, no, let me not. I'm not gonna go off on a tangent on comedy movies. I should have just been here for that one.
I honestly don't remember.
I should have been here for that one.
Yeah, I don't remember. I'm not even gonna try to remember.
Okay, so since we're on the topic of Scooby-Doo,
Yes.
favorite Cartoon Network cartoons.
Ooh.
Top 5.
Ooh. You're a dick.
Of all time.
We have left the movie catalog, people. I'm just letting you know. That is okay. Of all time, top 5. Okay. In no particular order. Powerpuff Girls. Dexter's Laboratory. Courage the Cowardly Dog. I'm going to have to do more than 5.
I'm a limited.
We'll give you an honorable mention.
I'm a limited.
Just
5.
one honorable mention?
Just one.
Yeah, just
Oh
one,
my
man.
God.
You gotta make the hard decisions here, man. Come on.
Oh my
You
God.
have to cut some off.
Scooby-Doo. I grew up on Scooby-Doo, man. Scooby-Doo might take number 1. Everything else not in order, but Scooby-Doo might take number 1. Fuck. Fifth.
I'm trying to think of all of the Cartoon Network cartoons in my head right now.
The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, number 5.
Okay.
Honorable mention.
I'm so like siphoning my catalog right now because I'm like, yo, there's so many.
They're
Honestly,
so brutal.
Okay, before we even,
I have like 5 more I want to say.
before we even like,
You know what? We'll give you a top 10 because you gave me a top 10. We'll give you a top 10.
Okay.
Bro. Okay, all right, bet. In
I'll
no
go-
particular order.
I'll go on record as saying Cartoon Network is the best freaking channel I watched when I was a kid. Nickelodeon was cool. Nickelodeon had great cartoons. Disney Channel, but Cartoon Network had the best lineup of cartoons.
All right, what do I got right now? I got Scooby-Doo, Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Powerpuff Girls. My 5th was Dexter. Samurai Jack, Codenames Kid Next Door, Chowder, The Misadventures of Flapjack, and I'm trying to leave some older ones for those two. There's a 5th one I had in mind. There's just so many that they're hard to reel off.
You probably got my top 5 mostly in there.
And Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. I think I have his whole top 5.
I was on Cartoon Network.
I think I have his whole top
Damn,
5.
you might have changed my top 5 for a second. Now, my top 5 in order, because I definitely have an order. Courage the Cowardly Dog is my favorite cartoon of all time. That's number 1. Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
How did I forget Ed, Ed, and Eddie?
Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
There's too many!
Ed, Ed, and Eddie is, that's straight hustlers, bro. I love Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
Can I stop you for a second? Courage the Cowardly Dog, and he brought this to light. Tony didn't notice. I'll let him go tell him the story.
Yeah.
What was supposed to be the last episode of Courage?
Oh, the last episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog that was written and it was supposed to end that was the episode with the Great Fusili when he came into town as the carnival act with the puppets. And at the end of the episode, that was like the only episode where Muriel gets messed up because Eustace is usually the one that gets screwed at the end of the episode. They both basically die because they both turn into puppets because he takes your soul to make you a puppet. And after Courage beats Fusili, they're just puppets sitting on the couch. And Courage is just like playing with them and pretending to do the things he does every day with like the remains of what he has left. Basically, Courage loses.
Dark, bro.
Yeah, Courage loses his goddamn mind. And it's like, wow, that's dark. But then Cartoon Network was like, no, it makes so much money, like keep making more.
Yeah.
So they kept going. Ed, Ed, and Eddie, Dexter's Laboratory, number 4, Chowder. I love Chowder. And
You know what I like about Chowder, bro? In every scene they're running,
Kids Next Door.
the clothes run.
Yeah, that's a great animation style. Like nobody really does that.
So like, you know when you're running behind a wall and the pattern has the wall and like the pattern moves?
Yeah.
The clothes patterns are constantly looping.
Yeah, like there's a background of everybody's clothes patterns while they're moving.
That's
through the
what's up.
scene. It's really cool art style. And honorable mentions, if we're gonna do honorable mentions, Johnny Bravo and Foster's. But yeah, those are my top 5. And Ed and Eddie, honestly, Ed and Eddie's like right there to be my number 1. But like, yeah.
Ed and Eddie's on my honorable mention.
I was always a
Top 10.
hustling ass little kid, so like I loved Ed and Eddie because they were just trying to get the come up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
So mine's not in any particular order, but number 1 is my number 1 of all time on Cartoon Network, Ed, Ed and Eddie.
Awesome.
I fucking love Ed, Ed and Eddie.
Ed and Eddie's so much fun.
How do my feet smell if they don't have a nose?
Yeah. 1 + 1 = 1 on a bun.
But the toast.
Yeah, the episode where they were pretending to be each other and like all freaking Double D was saying was butter toast, and Ed got like upset. He's like, "Come on, Double D, I don't say butter toast all the time." He's like, "Gravy." And he's just like, "Ugh." I was just like, "Yeah, this is great."
So,
But Eddie, Sarah will tell Mom, and Mom will tell Dad, and Dad.
Yeah, that cartoon was fucking nuts.
yeah, so we're going to go Ed, Ed and Eddie. Dexter's Laboratory. I did like the Powerpuff Girls. I did like Kids Next Door. And no, hold on. Ed, Ed and Eddie. Courage the Cowardly Dog. The Powerpuff Girls. Foster's.
Something just got bumped.
And what was the 5th one?
I'm surprised Foster's on your list.
Yeah, Foster's I don't think came out until after I graduated high school.
Yeah, I thought you might have caught the back end and might have not watched it.
I did not like Johnny Bravo.
I think
fun fact,
I
he doesn't
think
like Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo, honestly, it snuck back into, like, I like it more as an adult now, because I'm just like, bro, this is not, this can't be on air anymore.
No, you know what? I don't want to say I didn't like Johnny Bravo. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of corny.
I'm gonna bring something up about Johnny Bravo, but I want you to finish your list first because I don't want to go on.
No, go ahead.
I thought the humor in it was pretty...
Okay,
Cause
did you guys see that thing that Johnny Bravo actually predicted 9/11?
Oh,
That
God.
conspiracy theory?
Oh, gosh.
Because on a poster in the episode that's dated before 9/11, they had a poster of like the buildings on fire, and on the on the poster it said "coming soon." I think let me try to bring that up for the people on the podcast.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'll give you another random cartoon memory. One of my favorite Dexter's episodes was when Dexter wanted to stay up to watch the late night movie with his parents. So he made the invention and he turned himself into an old ass man for some reason. And he couldn't get Dee Dee's name right the whole episode. And he's like, "Oh." She's like, "Here you go, Grandpa." He's like, "I'm not Grandpa." And he's just like, "Oh, thanks, Dodo." He's like, "Dee Dee, doo-doo." He's like, "Dee Dee." He's like, "Da-da." He's like, "Dee Dee." He's like, "Oh, okay, thanks, Billy."
All right, so there's not 2 buildings here, but there was a conspiracy theory about this. Let me bring it up. You probably can't see it too clearly, but you get the picture.
That's terrible.
It says "coming soon." This is dated before.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember that episode.
So I said Ed, Ed and Eddie.
Yes.
Yes.
Courage.
Courage.
Dexter. No, you didn't say Dexter.
Dexter
Dexter.
You did say
Foster's.
Dexter? And Foster's.
Foster's. You know, I'm going to say Foster's for
For 5.
for an honorable mention.
Okay.
Okay.
Camp Laszlo.
Yo, you watched
Oh
Laszlo?
God, I forgot
Camp
about that
Laszlo.
one.
See, I'm looking through these shows that they used to air, and I was like, yo, I used to love that show.
Wow, that went over my... That show also had a messed up ending, too. That show actually had a really dark ending.
Camp Laszlo just didn't make my list, unfortunately.
Wow.
What was the ending to Camp Laszlo?
Oh, God.
I'm sure I've seen it, but like I don't remember.
Lupus, what's his name? The Scoutmaster?
Yeah.
Lumpus?
Lumpus.
Yeah.
Lumpus.
Apparently, he wasn't the real Scoutmaster Lumpus. Apparently, like, he abducted the real Scoutmaster Lumpus, and he was, like, trapped away somewhere, and, like, he, like, came out, and, like, the fake Scoutmaster Lumpus got arrested, and, like, all this crazy shit was happening at, like, the end of the show.
And the real master was like some really cool dude, wasn't he?
It was like, yeah, like some older looking moose guy, but like he had been like trapped in a basement or something. Like this other guy just pretended to be a Scoutmaster for some reason. Like it was like really messed up. I was like, oh God.
And my 5th is Cow and Chicken.
Oh my God, bro.
It won't be in my top
show,
5.
that
But
show won't be in
I-
my top 10, but oh my God, that show was fucking
Yeah.
hilariously stupid.
That show was hilarious. The theme song was hilarious. Oh my God.
You know the cartoon that people seem to like that I really don't like? This is not even a Cartoon Network cartoon. I really did not like Cat and Dog.
Cat Dog?
Yes. It was alright.
I didn't like Cat Dog.
Oh, speaking of which,
Cat Dog was funny.
top 5 Nickelodeon cartoons of all time, sorry.
Wait. He mentioned Flapjack, and I love that cartoon, but that cartoon made me uncomfortable sometimes, so it just doesn't make my list.
Need to get the phone out, bro.
Top 5 Nickelodeon cartoons? No, I want to do it like off the top of my head. This one's in no particular order because like I just don't remember enough. Hey Arnold is probably my favorite. Rugrats. SpongeBob.
Rugrats was a Nickelodeon cartoon?
Yep.
Holy shit.
Was Rocko's Modern Life a Nickelodeon thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rocko's Modern Life. That's 4 already, right? I'm just trying to go off the top of my head because I know I'm going to forget a lot of good ones. And number 5, wow. There were a lot of good Nicktoons. Hey Arnold, Rugrats, Rocko's Modern Life, SpongeBob.
I'm sorry. I'm taking another top 10 on this.
And
I'm sorry. I'm doing it. There's too many.
I'm already... Oh, Fairly Odd Parents. Fairly Odd Parents can get in there. Ooh, no, but Jimmy Neutron. Shit.
There's a lot.
There's a lot. And I was trying to just be fair and just do a top 5. But yeah, there's too many. I mean, Cartoon Network still wins in the war, but Nickelodeon has a lot of good ones. But Hey Arnold's definitely my favorite. I loved Hey Arnold. Hey Arnold was awesome.
All right, maybe I won't do a top 10, but I will do maybe 2 honorable mentions. All right, so Rugrats, Hey Arnold, the Fairly Odd Parents, The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron on my 4, I believe.
Yeah.
Danny Phantom.
Oh wow, yeah, Danny Phantom. That's not in my top 5 though. It's a cool cartoon though. Very cool cartoon.
And I have 3 honorable mentions, unfortunately.
Do it, man. I just came up with the list willy-nilly, so you can do whatever you want.
So, Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh,
Love it.
oh! Now I'm a little upset. I forgot that show came out on Nickelodeon because
Yeah.
it just seemed so mature to be on Nickelodeon. I don't know.
And
Yeah, that's a classic.
Chalk Zone.
Yo, okay, it's not on my top 5. It's never gonna be on my top 5. But greatest character name of all time,
Rudy to Booty.
That's borderline porn star name right there.
Rudy to Booty.
Rudy to Booty. Like, who came up with that, bro?
And probably not too popular with the older generation, but I did like My Life as a Teenage Robot.
That was... Ooh! Okay, that might sneak into my top 5. I love that cartoon. I just didn't want to have to think for too long, so I just threw 5 names out there.
Alright, so my top 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
No particular order. We got Doug.
I like Doug.
I didn't really watch Doug.
I didn't love it.
I know the theme song. Nice.
Rugrats.
Rugrats.
Rocko's Modern
I
Life.
love that cartoon.
Hey Arnold. Ah, Real Monsters.
Oh yeah, that was a Nicktoon.
And then I got 3 honorable mentions.
Is one of them gonna be Ren and Stimpy? Was that a Nicktoon?
Yes, Ren and Stimpy.
Okay.
Give away his list, damn.
Because I just thought of it, so I was like, it's probably on his because he probably liked the humor on that show.
You know what? I'm gonna go with top 10 list. Fuck it. I'm gonna go with top 10 list.
Oh, fuck
I
it.
got-
I'm doing top.
I got Doug.
I'll finish my 3 then.
I can fucking.
1, 2.
I can literally read off of here because these are cartoons I used to read.
Well, yeah, if I had a list, I would have like a top 10 too. Yeah.
So we got Doug, Rugrats, The Ren and Stimpy Show, Rocko's Modern Life, Ah, Real Monsters, Hey Arnold, The Angry Beavers,
Ooh, the
Wow.
Angry Beavers was good.
The Wild Thornberries, Rocket Power, and the last one, Kablam.
Kablam. I never heard of that. I at least I probably did, but I don't remember what that's about. What's Kablam?
Okay.
It was like it was a show that they had different. It was a show that had different like animated shows in it.
Oh, okay. So it's like a mini series kind of deal.
It was
Like
it was a sketch time. It was
yeah, like a sketch kind of.
yeah, sketch comedy television series.
Okay, to throw in 2 more to finish off my top 10.
Oh, I think and did they used to do like submissions and stuff too, or like did they like try stuff out? Because I remember they said Jimmy Neutron started out as like a short on like another Nicktoons thing,
I don't remember.
and he was like his name was Johnny Quasar, and that got referenced in the actual show. But yeah, like Jimmy Neutron started out as like a short little sketch series or whatever before it became a cartoon.
To finish off this top 2, I'm going to do... Rocket Power made it out of my honorable mentions, but it will make it in my top 10. And I'm going to do SpongeBob.
Yeah, SpongeBob to me is he's the face of Nickelodeon in my eyes. So
Yeah,
it's
yes.
like,
Yes.
but first 3 seasons of SpongeBob, I don't like the newer stuff. I think it's kind of corny.
So curveball, and this can't be a top 5. This can't be a top 10. This can't be an honorable mention. You are stuck to this 3. Top 3 Saturday morning cartoons.
I don't associate things with Saturday mornings.
I don't either.
Damn.
You guys didn't have that, you wake up Saturday morning, turn to like channel whatever.
Well, like Kids WB or something?
Something like that. And they had like specific cartoons that only played in the morning. No?
If I want to say what my favorite cartoon was to watch in the morning, just because it always got a weird time slot, Shaolin Showdown, and that Jackie Chan show, his little cartoon show, that was kind of neat. But I don't remember watching a lot of cartoons.
Yeah, I liked Shaolin Showdown, Jackie Chan, and Mucha Lucha.
Yo, shut up. That's going to make my list somewhere. That's in my honorable mentions for, what is it, Cartoon Network?
I don't remember.
don't.
You didn't watch
Mucha Lucha was great.
Yo, things almost lit.
Okay.
One of my favorite cartoon characters ever, the Flea.
And then they came out Gigante.
We can go with...
Damn.
I think the Thundercats was a Saturday morning.
Ho! Yeah, that's
Thundercats.
joint.
I believe Voltron was.
No, Power Rangers. But that's not a cartoon.
And what was the third one I had in the tip of my tongue?
It's Captain Planet.
No.
Captain Planet!
Yeah.
Tony's got a Cycle logo on tattooed. Captain.
Actually, no. Yeah, it was Thundercats and Captain Planet. I did like Voltron, but I like Captain Planet way more than
I never watched Voltron.
Now, we're going to have different lists on this one.
I can't remember.
I just can't remember what I used to watch. I used to watch cartoons Saturday morning, but I can't remember. I think I used to watch like old cartoons on Saturday morning, like Tom and Jerry and stuff. Like
Don't worry about it. How did Tom and Jerry not make my Cartoon Network list?
I don't know, because I kind of like, I consider like those old cartoons, like, Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Tom and Jerry. Like, I consider that their own little category.
Top 3,
because that's like old cartoons.
Top 3 old cartoons, like categorized with like Looney Tunes.
Tom and Jerry is definitely my favorite. Wile E. Coyote. And
X-Men.
Okay,
That's my
fair.
third. X-Men.
Could you imagine if that would have been my last answer? It's like X-Men, damn it.
Wile E. Coyote.
Tom and Jerry, Wile E. Coyote, and
Wait, what are we doing right now?
he said
Top
top
three
3
old
Looney
cartoons.
Tunes.
Top 3 old cartoons?
Yeah.
Like Tom and Jerry. That type of old.
Okay.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. So Tom and Jerry, Wile E. Coyote. Even though I could have just blocked Looney Tunes as like their own thing, because they always just had like a bazillion of them.
No, you can do a character specific because they have like different.
Yeah.
stuff.
But I always loved the Wile E. Coyote because like he just ended up dying in the most absurd ways. And my third one, if we're just in 3, the Jetsons. I actually really like the Jetsons. I don't know why. I just really like the Jetsons.
You wanna go next?
I have to do Looney Tunes as a whole.
Right? Because like I feel like
you have to do, because if so, my top 3 would probably be
all Looney Tunes.
It would be Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, and
Daffy Duck did have his own thing. I think it was called Duck Dodgers.
Yeah, that was the thing in space with Marvin the Martian. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do Looney Tunes. I really loved the Thundercats back in the day. Loved the Thundercats. And you know what? No, I'm not going to put Thundercats on there. We're going to do Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry's. I love Tom and Jerry. And...
That third one creeps up on you.
I'm starting to think of stuff in my head now. Like if I had an honorable mention, it'd probably be like He-Man.
Yogi Bear.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Wow. Hey, boo boo.
Hey,
I found another picnic back.
You can actually put, you know what? I'll do Looney Tunes, the Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
Yeah.
And what was the other? And Thundercats. No, it wasn't Thundercats.
Well, Mr. Ranger said. All right, so my top 3. Let's get a little light in here. My top 3. I didn't realize how dark it was getting.
Yeah, I think it's about to rain.
My top 3: Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry and the Flintstones. I'm gonna go opposite of Jetsons, but I do like the Flintstones.
I loved all their crossovers.
Yeah, the Flintstones and the Jetsons had a
that was nice. I'd like the Flintstones too, but they just didn't make my top 3.
So should we do?
I like how we went straight from movies to cartoons.
Bro, listen. Should we do?
As soon as we went Scooby Doo, we had to go off on that tangent.
Should we do top 5? Because I feel like our list would be completely different. Top 5 Toonami.
The fuck is that?
You didn't watch Cartoon Network After Dark?
I gotta look that up.
When like that's like when Boondocks would come on, dog.
That was late Toonami though.
That was late Toonami, yeah, but
like
it was still
later
Toonami,
on,
yeah.
Because Toonami, like when we were kids, like strictly featured like anime and stuff.
No, yeah, but Toonami adopted the.
Yeah, eventually they started just doing more adult-oriented content.
You might only have one then.
Because it went to Adult Swim afterwards.
Adult Swim, yeah, Toonami and Adult Swim. My bad, I meant Adult Swim.
Yeah.
See, now I gotta see what was on Toonami. I don't remember.
Oh my god, I'll try to go like off memory.
No, I'm doing off memory.
Top 3, right?
You can do 5, 3, whatever you come.
I'll do 3 because I can't remember too many. My top 3 Toonamis.
I have a fucking list.
Samurai Jack was my favorite thing that came on to. I used to stay up to watch Samurai Jack. I didn't know what the hell was going on with the show because like it just seemed to go all over the place. But I always stayed up to watch Samurai Jack, Dragon Ball Z, and I feel like this third one's Adult Swim. Are we gonna group in?
Yeah, group them.
Okay, so honorable mention would be Family Guy because Family Guy always came on Adult Swim. What was that show? I don't remember the name of the show, but I remember what the show was about. It was that kid that always made like the home movies or whatever. It's like a little cartoon. Like he always used to make like I gotta look up the name of it, but it was like this kid that always made movies or something. And like the show itself was just weird. It was kind of weird, but like for some reason I always found it like funny as hell. I gotta wait. I'll look it up while you guys do your list, cause
yo, I got a fucking list. Okay, so
I can't
combining Toonami and Adult Swim, we're gonna start it off. Let's do a counter. Help me count if you guys can.
I will count for you.
Boondocks.
Oh yeah, Boondocks. Yeah.
Boondocks, Family Guy, Dragon Ball Z, Bleach, One Piece, almost all the anime, Zatch Bell. There was a specific show only came on like 5 in the morning. Inuyasha. Samurai Champloo.
Champloo.
Yep. Samurai Jack. This is in no particular order. It's just a lot of stuff.
Yeah, they put a lot on Toonami's block.
I think there was some Transformers animated series on there at one point.
Was there really?
Yes.
Oh, I think Gundam used to come on at Toonami at a certain point too. So yeah, that would be my number 1. I love Gundam, so yeah, for sure.
Gundam doesn't make my list.
Gundam's definitely my number 1.
It
was called Home Movies. Okay, I was right. This cartoon.
Oh yeah,
right. You remember? Yeah,
I do remember.
Home Movies. I like that show. It was interesting.
That was a really good show.
Yeah.
I don't think I mentioned Naruto. Almost all the anime. Almost all the anime.
I fell off with Naruto. It was good, but I fell off.
I think almost all the anime has my support.
Oh, I didn't. You probably already said it because I was kind of looking up the cartoon. God, what was the name of the one?
I don't know if I mentioned One Piece, but One Piece is a Toonami thing.
Was it Toonami? I thought Toonami had ended at that point.
No, Toonami's still going and they're showing One Piece.
Okay, so yeah, because that's my memories of watching One Piece. I watched it on that times block. I'm drawing a blank with this damn anime because
what's it about?
It came on the same time that they were showing Bleach on Toonami. The guy that looks like a cat.
Guy that looks like a cat?
Kind of.
Inuyasha?
Yes, Inuyasha.
Yeah, I mentioned it, and it's a dog, sir.
Yeah, whatever the hell he looked like. I used to watch that show. I didn't know what the hell it was about, but I actually watched it.
It was basically about a half demon that wants to become a full demon.
Well, I know about it. Yeah, I knew because you watched it. So I watched it while you were watching. I was like, oh, that's what this show was about. But for some reason, it was always on when I would like click the channel. I was like, oh.
It started coming on at like 5 in the morning.
Yeah. Like anytime I was up, I'm like, oh crap. And Bleach used to come on in that time slot too, like really late.
Love Bleach.
All right, so this is gonna be a little hard for me.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go The Boondocks, Family Guy,
Okay.
Futurama.
Oh, yeah, Futurama was on there.
Futurama was on there? I left it out because I thought it was just Comedy Central.
No, they moved to Comedy Central.
Home Movies,
Futurama, yeah.
Home Movies, great.
and
The Home Movies was one of the original Toonami things, like or Adult Swim things. Like when they first premiered, I think
Yeah.
it was one of their like original series.
So was Robot Chicken, but I didn't like Robot Chicken.
What about
Stroker and Hoop.
Nice.
I don't know what that is.
Honorable mention: Space Ghost Coast to Coast. I never watched it a lot, but when I actually called it on, I watched it.
You know, it's funny. None of us, and I mean, I just never watched the show. But
Our lists are different. I knew our list would be different here.
Anybody watch Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
I was about to mention it.
I didn't watch that show.
With the fries and the...
Yeah,
burger.
I didn't.
wanted to put it on there, but when I first came out, I didn't like it. But I kind of grew on me, but I still only ever watched a few episodes.
Yeah, okay.
It wasn't, like, I don't know, it just wasn't my thing.
I just thought it was gonna be one of those weird shows. Like when they started putting, I think, what was it, like Eric Andre or whatever,
Yeah.
on Toonami. I mean, I was just like, yeah, this is kind of weird. Or like the whatever show they. I'm not gonna stuff at like 12 o'clock. So I just kind of like clicked off.
Okay, so to close out this episode of the week, we're going to each to a movie, not live action, but like a realistic movie, and a cartoon movie, and then a real show and a cartoon show that we want people to watch. So basically your favorite on both sides of each.
So just like any movie, or are we doing like a movie that was changed into live action?
No, any movie.
Just any movie?
Any movie. Do you want to start it off, Tony?
No, you started off.
Okay.
Yeah, that's something I have to think about this.
So, a movie that... I'll do shows, because movies is a little hard. 2 shows I want people to watch. Realistic, Sons of Anarchy. Animated, One Piece. One Piece is going to take some commitment, man. There's like 900 plus episodes, and they're still going strong.
Yeah, it is.
But once you love it, once you like... You know what? I'll do you guys even better. If you don't want to watch One Piece and you play games, you can buy Pirate Warriors 3. They're coming out with 4. It will explain the whole story up to where we currently are. If not, then Netflix is apparently working on a live action series, and you can watch that and you'll probably catch up to it, but I don't know how good that's going to be. Sons of Anarchy. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. That's all I'm going to say. Once you see the first episode, if you're into that type of stuff, you'll be hooked. Movies... Watch the John Wick series. Not just one movie. Watch the series. I like the John Wick series. Okay. For animated movie, if you haven't already, watch Who Framed Roger Rabbit. It's kind of like an in-betweener, but it does have animated cartoons in there. Watch that.
Okay. Tony? I'm trying to go last.
So how many shows we're doing?
1 real, 1 cartoon.
So I actually got 2 shows.
That's fine.
My 2 shows are The League. It's basically...
Can I guess your second?
What?
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
No.
Damn.
Good try though. The League is based around a group of friends that play fantasy football who get into a bunch of different hijinks. I love the show. I've basically binge watched like 20 times, so I love the show. Animated. I can't even think of an animated. I haven't watched a cartoon in fucking years. Go back and watch the old Scooby-Doo cartoons. I think they're some of the best cartoons ever.
I could have sworn you were going to say either South Park or Boondocks.
Yeah, you could. You know what? Boondocks.
That changed his mind.
Because I feel like a lot of people don't know about the Boondocks.
Yeah.
And the Boondocks is a really, really funny show, but it also, touches upon different shit that happens in society and shit like that too, which I do like. So was it a movie, animated and live action? Okay. I know a lot of people probably don't know about this movie. It was an independent movie, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was a funny movie. It's called Kill Gunther. It's with Tyrion Killian, I think that's how you say his name, and Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it's basically a group of assassins get together to try to kill the number one assassin in the world. And I have to say, I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. And it's like it's filmed like almost like Cops is. Okay. It was like a film crew follows them. I thought the movie was great and animated. Snow White too. Yes, Snow White too.
Okay. Just caught me off the loop. I was like, is he trolling or is that
No. Snow White 2 was a direct to tape movie, and my little cousin had it, and we used to watch that shit all the time, and it just grew on me because Maleficent's like brother or something I thought was gangster in the movie. I loved his character. So yeah, check that out.
I just want to clarify. I'm not laughing at his pick. I just thought it was hilarious the face he made when he said it.
I thought his delivery was great too. Yeah. That's why I was like, is he trolling or
no,
like?
No,
I was like, his delivery, his cadence as to how he brought that one out. I'm just like, Snow White too.
My thing was I tried to pick like the shows like everyone knows about Martin and like the shows that I grew up watching.
You want to pick something that they probably haven't seen already.
Yeah, so I want to pick like the
I definitely.
I feel like a lot of people haven't seen the Boondocks. Mm-hmm. I feel like a lot of people haven't seen Kill Gunther. Maybe a lot of people have seen The League. And what was the other show I picked? It was The League and...
Shit, bro. I don't remember. It was Boondocks.
Oh, and the Boondocks. Oh, yeah. Oh, also, third show, Slasher on Netflix. Got to check that out. Great show.
You up for this?
Okay. Yeah, I was like, do I just want to troll or like, I don't know.
I swear, if you say wrestling...
I'm not going to make you... No, I'm not going to recommend you watch any wrestling because right now you don't want to because I don't want to. So it's like, why would I tell you to watch wrestling? Well, if you're going to watch wrestling, don't watch WWE. That's all I'm going to tell you right now.
AEW is good.
And New Japan. Just watch New Japan. Movies? I'll give you a serious pick and then I'll just give you one that you probably haven't watched because you probably have watched the one I'm going to tell you first. If you're going to watch a movie... Just a random movie off the top of my head. Watch the original like Blair Witch movie, because I thought the way that movie came together was like organically. It was an interestingly produced movie, and I just thought like the overall product was pretty decent. And I could rewatch it and be like, wow, this movie was kind of.
The remake made my comedy list.
Yeah, the remake it's definitely on the comedy list. And actually, the other movie I would have you watch. Would be on my comedy list because it's one of my personal favorite movies just because it's just stupid. And you said wrestling, so hey, I guess this is a wrestling pick. Watch Nacho Libre with Jack Black. That movie's hilarious. I love that movie.
I will not, sir.
I can watch that movie like 20 million times and still like...
Wait. That's not animated. Is it?
You said live action. I said if you already watched the Blair Witch, just watch Nacho Libre. Just whatever.
Oh.
Just watch the Blair Witch. And in my animated pick, if you didn't get enough Jack Black, watch all of the Kung Fu Panda movies. I like Kung Fu Panda.
They are good.
Kung Fu Panda's interesting.
Skadoosh.
Yeah. Kung Fu Panda's neat. Do I have... What else do I have? Shows? I don't even watch TV.
Well, that's gonna do it for the...
Yeah, I'm like, shows. Since he gave you anime, I'll give you an anime to watch. Watch Hajime no Ippo. You're gonna have to write that one down.
Boxing.
What?
Yeah.
Boxing anime.
Hajime no Ippo.
It looks interesting.
Is an anime about boxing. And I honestly thought, like, yo, these people make animes about every damn thing. And I was just like, but I'm actually a really big fan of boxing. So I was just like, let me watch it and see how silly it is. But actually, when you start watching the show, they actually really do break down like the art of boxing, and they do actually really. It's actually really informative as to like the real technical standards of boxing. Even though when they actually fight, then that's when all the crazy stuff starts happening. But like, it's really crazy. Like they incorporate like a lot of American boxing history, and it's actually really interesting. So, get that a watch. It's really cool and like it's funny at a lot of times too. And realistic show. Since I haven't finished watching it, you can watch it too. Watch Orange is the New Black. Because I didn't finish it, and you should watch it and finish it too.
I did. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Before we cut out, one more topic.
Or watch The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Weirdest movie you've ever seen?
Weirdest movie I've ever seen?
I thought we. Oh no! It got cut off.
Weirdest
movie you've ever seen?
Human Centipede.
Heard it. Yeah. Wait, don't steal my pick, bro. We may not have audio from the last but that doesn't mean you can take my pick. Yo, you see the blasphemy here?
I'm hijacking the podcast, damn it.
What the hell is that?
I already gave you a list of stuff you probably shouldn't watch in the...
Man, go ahead, Tony.
Yeah.
Zardoz.
Go ahead and give him some...
Zardoz is the weirdest fucking movie I've ever seen in my life. Like, I legit watched the movie and in my sleep was chanting Zardoz. The movie is so fucking weird. I want to say it is a take on The Wizard of Oz. It stars Sean Connery, and the movie is just so goddamn weird. And I have to say, I actually enjoyed it. I'll definitely watch it again. It was a weird ass fucking movie.
Oh man, I need a list. I need a list. What a fucking piece of shit.
I'm a nice guy once you get to know me. That was his pick though. I mean, I just kind of, it was the first thing that came to mind. It was like Human Centipede. I never even watched Human Centipede.
You know what? You know it was a weird fucking movie
no desire.
that touches the genre of horror. And we mentioned it earlier in part 1. You'll remember. Seed of Chucky was a weird fucking movie.
It was.
It really was. As much as I was entertained by it, it doesn't do the series justice. It doesn't help the series at all. It was a really weird movie. It was a weird concept. It was a weird everything. That's going to be my new pick because, you know, my first one got hijacked.
Oh, no, that's still your pick. I don't want it.
No,
my pick is still
you don't get a pick.
My pick.
Ignore the next pick.
Well, you shouldn't watch it because it's not a good movie. But if you want to watch a terrible movie, watch Kung Pao. Kung Pao is absolutely horrendous
and
movie.
And we didn't do most disappointing movie.
Nah, man. You already went on your It rant.
Yeah, I'm not going to go on it again, but mine's a It remake, Chapter 1 and 2.
I'm wondering if you remember my pick and you want to hijack it.
No, I don't remember your most disappointing movie.
And me and Tony, we talked about it because I said even though it was a horrible movie, I still love watching it like all the time.
Oh, Street Fighter?
No,
Street Fighter.
that was a terrible movie too, and I still watch it. Mortal Kombat Annihilation, baby.
Loved it. Way better than the first one.
I love the first movie. The first movie is one of my favorite movies ever. But the Annihilation is just it's a terribly made movie. But I promise you can't watch that movie without having fun, because it's just a fun movie.
I don't remember my most disappointing movie.
And the Street Fighter movie was garbage.
Moody. I don't remember my most disappointing movie, but I know the Blair Witch Project, the remake, highly disappointed me.
It really was. Because I really enjoyed the original, and I'm like, damn. I don't know what they were doing with this.
That disappointed me. So, anybody got anything they want to say?
Oh, if you want to watch an off-brand horror movie that came out in theaters but wasn't all that good, watch Quarantine.
That was a good movie.
Quarantine was a really good movie.
It was a good movie. They made a second part.
Did they?
I'm pretty sure they did.
What was it called? Look it up.
Quarantine 2?
No, everybody died in Quarantine.
Yo, look it up.
I told you to look it up.
Nah, I gotta do an outro.
Bastard.
If you're looking for a good, like, karate action movie to watch, check out The Raid. The Raid was badass. It's like non-stop action. There's one, like these cops are literally through a building trying to get to the top floor. It is a great movie.
I still want you guys to watch even a list of like 4 things you should be watching each. I want you guys to watch Ghost Ship. I like Ghost Ship growing up. I think it was an interesting movie.
No sequel.
No? Okay, well, I may have been mistaken. I think there were plans for another one.
Well, Quarantine was a remake.
Of Wreck, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so, yeah, that's been this episode of BigSin Podcast. You know, like, comment, subscribe, share with people. Share.
Pass the popcorn, baby.
Pass the joy.
R&B aircraft.
Shameless plug real quick. Sinfully Gaming YouTube channel. Me playing games really bad. The series that are popping right now. Resident Evil. I think that's the most popular series right now. Yes. But also have gameplay. What do I got gameplay of? Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Resident Evil. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. God of War going up. And Super Mario Odyssey going up. Those are the 5 games I got right now on my channel. Until, what are we covering? Gaming video next week. Can't wait. Plenty to talk about.
That could be like a 4 or 5 day type thing.
Yeah. Plenty to talk about. So catch us next week on this. Yeah, there's really nothing else to say.
That's it.
Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, again, please like, comment, subscribe, share us with everyone. And see you guys next week. See ya.